Hi, I'm Larry Richardson, your step-by-step chef. In this episode, we're going to make a very simple but very delicious dish. It's a quesadilla. Now, quesadilla is always tortillas, flour tortillas, with cheese in the middle. What's really cool about them is you can add just about anything you want thereafter. You could add some sauteed onions, some chicken, some tomato, you name it. In fact, I'm going to add some jalapenos because I like them spicy. So let me show you how to make this. Okay, so here are the ingredients for our basic quesadilla. I have 2 flour tortillas. I have half a cup of shredded cheese. That's a Fiesta blend cheese, and you can use pretty much any cheese you want. I also have about a tablespoon and a half of jalapenos. Now those are from a can. You can also take fresh jalapenos and give them a little bit of a sauteing, make them a little bit translucent, a little bit softer, and you can add them into this dish. You can do the same thing with onions. You can put fresh tomato in it. You can even put chicken in it. In fact, I will do a chicken quesadilla recipe. I will do a video. And the final thing I like to put on top of it is a little bit of a hot sauce. So when I'm all done and I have the quesadilla all cut up, then I'll add a little bit of that to it. So let me show you how to put this all together. And here's one of our tortillas in the plate. And all we do is just spread our cheese evenly over the tortilla. Get it nice and even. And I wouldn't add too much more cheese than this half a cup to this size tortilla, because what will happen is it will be so fat that it will be sticky and very hard to deal with when you go to cut the quesadilla. So about a half a cup is right. There we go. And this is going to cook down quite nicely. And then I have my tablespoon and a half of jalapenos from the can. You can also use green chilies. There are just so many different things that you can add to this. It just comes out so delicious. All that melty cheese and the crispy tortillas. Let me just do it like this. And just get those spread out nicely. And again, do it to taste. You might not want these at all. You might want more. But this is about right for me. Okay, so that's nice and spread out. So now I'll meet you over at the stove. Okay, so here's my frying pan, and I'm just turning the heat on medium now. I have a spatula ready, and I have our quesadilla. And this is a little bit tricky. This is the top of the, this is actually the second tortilla on top, but I'm just going to slide that in here. And the reason I didn't preheat the pan to medium and then drop this in is that I get concerned that the tortilla itself, if I just drop that into a medium heated pan, would burn before the cheese melted. So this warming process gives the cheese a chance to melt nice and evenly. And I'm going to check back in about 3 minutes, and we'll see if that bottom tortilla is crisp enough and the cheese is melted enough that we can flip it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so 3 minutes later, I come back at it, and that's sliding real easy. That tells me there's a little bit of toasting going on underneath. So I'm just going to take my spatula, put it underneath, and flip it. So you can see the browning is starting on this side, and now we'll just let the other side brown a little bit. Give it a little bit of a smush. And now we're going to give this other side 3 minutes, and then we'll turn it back and just brown this up slightly more, and then it should be ready. So I'll be right back in 3 minutes. Here we are back another 3 minutes later. Now if you see any smoking coming up from the sides, it probably means your quesadilla is burning. So you want to get it out of there quickly, or at least flip it. So keep an eye on this while it cooks. You don't want to burn the quesadilla. So let's just put our spatula underneath, see what's going on. There we go, that's nice and browned. And now I'm going to give the other side probably another 1 minute because the pan is really warmed up from when we started. So 1 minute and that'll be done. 1 minute later, that'll do it. This is done. Let's go cut it up. And we just take our knife and just cut it in half. It's kind of crispy, so take it slow. Don't think you have to rush through cutting it. And you also want the cheese to stay intact. Let's give it a nice cut. Such an easy dish, but so delicious. It's a real treat. There we go. And then I just usually cut each half into thirds. It's a little tacky, but And I don't mean the thirds is tacky. My knife on this plate is tacky. So it's just sticking a little bit. Ooh, it's hot. Be careful. Contents may be scorching, so take it slow when you do this. So congratulations, look at what you just did. You just made this delicious, crispy quesadilla. You're absolutely going to love this, and get creative with it. Add some different fillings to it. I think you'll really enjoy it. Now, if you like this recipe, please check out my website, stepbystepchef.com. There you will find a printable version of this recipe, along with printable versions of well over 130 recipes, probably way more than that by the time you see this video, along with free video links for every single one of them. So I will show you how to make them the step-by-step way. The other thing you're going to find is my cookbook, Cooking with the Step-by-Step Chef. And this has all of the recipes up until I reached the point of 114 recipes. They're all in here, so you don't have to print them all out. It's just much easier. And I will update this book once a year in November, so you'll be able to get even more recipes. In fact, this recipe will be in here at some point. This recipe here. Not bad. So again, my name's Larry Richardson. I am your step-by-step chef, and I'll see you in the next episode.